All right, let's talk a little bit about fevers. Normal body temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? When you have a fever, it's usually indicative that you have some sort of infection, whether it's bacterial, viral, parasitic, okay? And the reason that you develop a fever is to make your environment, which is normally nice and toasty at 98.6, we need to make that environment inhospitable for the pathogen, whether it's a bacteria, virus, or parasite, okay? In order to make that environment inhospitable, we need to jack up that set point. So it's kind of like in your homes, instead of keeping it at 68 degrees, let's jack that up to 80 degrees. And if you have relatives that are visiting that you might not want to have hang around too long, once you jack up that thermostat to 80 degrees or 85 degrees, they will probably not want to spend the rest of the weekend there. So what our body's going to do is we're going to jack up our temperature to, let's say, for this example, 102 degrees. So now how do you get to 102? You can't just go from 98.6, flip a switch, and now you're at 102. Well, we actually need to generate heat to get to 102. So in order to jack up our heat, what we can do is we can start to shiver, which will generate heat, and we can shunt blood to our core. So how often have you had the flu or some sort of illness where you've had a fever and you've been really, really cold and really, really pale and you're shivering under the covers and you're, oh, it's so cold, your teeth are chattering, right? If we do this enough, your temperature will start to rise from 98.6 to 99 to 100, 101, 102, 103. Oh, wait, we passed 102. We went right to 103. So now we need to cool off because we want to be at 102. So what the body's going to do then is going to try to blow off some heat to get back down to 102. So now you're going to start to sweat. And when that sweat evaporates, it's going to take the heat from your body and cool you down. We're also going to shunt blood to your skin. So you're going to vasodilate. So that way we can lose heat by conduction, radiation, and convection. Okay, so we're going to keep on doing that until we drop from that 103 back down to 102, but we're probably going to miss 102, go back down to 101, which means we need to do this stuff again in order to heat you up. So you're going to go back and forth between feeling really cold and pale and shivering under a ton of blankets to throwing the blankets off, sweating, and looking really, really flush. Go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And, folks, that's how fevers work.